Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is March 18th, 2015. I got everybody unboxed. I got all of the videos uploaded last night / into very early this morning. Went ahead, I actually did introduction videos for Rocky Roll and Thunderbolt. They're kind of like the two of my most exciting scores from yesterday. That said, I'm going to finish it off today with these unboxings, namely because trash goes out today, so I've got to get this packaging out of here. That said, we're going to go ahead and I will do these are all of the spring edition ones. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go with like the least springish of them all, which would be Power Punch Pet Vac. Power Punch Pet Vac looks awesome. This obviously it's Pet Vac, which is the miniature version or the sidekick version of Jet-Vac, our Skylanders giant starter pack character. But Power Punch, while he's like an alt deco of what you would see with Pet Vac, he actually mirrors what you see with Full Blast Jet-Vac, who's got kind of like the red and black as opposed to the blue color. So this is the packaging. Again, I actually saw today Toys R Us announced that they would be releasing this stuff tomorrow. Again, usually Toys R Us is almost always the first retailer to release them. They had their little caveat that there would be limited quantities. That usually means you're screwed if you don't get there very, very early. So keep that in mind. You should, at this stage in the game, know your local area. Also of note, oftentimes when they do these like first releases, one Toys R Us may have the stock, one may not, so keep that in mind. That said, this is, you know, the special spring stuff, the Easter, it's what it's intended for. So generally at these points the stock is good. Some of the items I think will be tougher to come by. I've kind of covered that in previous videos, but this is the packaging. It's pretty cool. This I think is the best spring edition packaging they've done thus far. I really like the touch down here with the Easter eggs, kind of the playful approach, if you will. And then of course the background is actually rounded off, unlike what you would see here with our sealed Love Potion Pop Fizz with the crisp edges and everything. So nice little change of pace there. And we're going to come into the backside now. In your hand on the portal in the game, they work just like their full-size Skylander counterparts. There is Power Punch Pet Vac in the game. Featured right here, this is a nice self-promotion for the limited edition guys. You got Power Punch Pet Vac, who I think he should actually be available after this. Don't hold me to that. Eggsellent Weeruptor, and what I mean by that is basically in non-spring edition packaging. Eggsellent Weeruptor, he's kind of like your main Skylander if you think along the lines of Springtime Trigger Happy last year, kind of the pastel rocket riding crazy gremlin. That would be Eggsellent Weeruptor's role in this, at least in my take on everything. And then of course the Earth Trap. I'm kind of anxious to take a look at that out of the packaging. Pet Vac, of course, will work in Trap Team, should be fine forward compatible. And in addition to that, if you do have Pet Vac, and you also have Power Punch Pet Vac, you can put them both in the game and they will actually look differently. Pet Vac will mirror regular Jet-Vac. Power Punch actually kind of mirrors Full Blast, so he's almost like a... If you're a big Jet-Vac fan like I am, you play with your kids or your friend or whoever it may be, you could put Full Blast on with Power Punch and it would be like a little 1-2 punch, literally, if you will. So what I'm excited about right here, though, is actually opening this up and seeing what the structure is. I don't know that there's a shell across this, like a plastic top to an Easter egg that would match this, but I do see plastic here, so I think it holds it in place. One of the guys on Skylander Club Forum, Ominex, I believe he has mentioned this before. It's been many weeks ago. But right here, Spring Edition. It's still trigger happy that they're featuring there, which is fine with me. So Spring Edition, and then there we have it in the foreign language. Again, we've covered pretty much everything at very nice detail there again. Note the mushrooms, the realistic grass, the Easter eggs, and then it kind of fades out into this side. You can see the same design there. So very, very good work on the packaging, in my opinion. And again, I don't know why I'm not using a knife. And we just got I've never had that happen, where I tear into the sticker sheet before. So that tells me the packaging is indeed a bit different than usual. Luckily, we didn't tear anything. And now, if you watch this before you get yours, you should know. So let's see what's going on. Let me just kind of lift up on the card here. And can we slide that out? What is going on? It appears to be tape on the back of the card. Okay, so the sticker sheet's fine. We got that covered. Let's just see if we can lift it out. We can. So this is a new, never before seen setup by me. Now, right here is the tape that holds this on. If you want to cut this out, you know, for your Sort Masters, your Power A stackable tackle boxes, etc., go ahead and do that. Of course, you can cut the tape here. However, be very careful. Again, this is my first Spring Edition 2015 to unbox, and there's actually tape on the back side here. I don't have fingernails, but I do have a knife, so we're gonna bust that bad boy out here real quick, and it should assist us greatly, so we'll see what happens. I've had some people complain the knife is too big for unboxings. I don't know. I'm not using a machete or anything. You have to remember I am in Texas, so apparently this is a pocket knife. It's not the one I carry all the time, but it is one of them. So it's kind of what I keep here handy. Blade is decent quality, so got that off. We'll chuck it over there. Sorry, Batspin. I'm sure she's not pleased with being covered with Easter. She's kind of more of our Halloween chick there, so I'll slide this out now. There is some tape on the back of that I'll have to clear out. So we'll set that down now right here. This is what's really cool. Obviously, if you've got really young kids, you can set it up where it's easy to find this by leaving it in the packaging. It looks cool that way. You don't really have to do anything. If you're the type where you like to have special stuff in an Easter basket, this would work perfect for that. But the way this is going to work, right here, the backing, we're going to just bend that down. Note, they've got kind of a little slice right there where the card sits into, so it is solid up here. And then right here is kind of just the slit where you can actually slide the card into. So with that out of the way, that just comes right off before I even get this part out. That does come out. It's got that, you can see where my middle finger is. That actually is kind of a little raised up area that fills this void. So we'll chuck that in our discard pile. And essentially, if you do have that happen, you could take this and you could hide it in the yard like this. You could put it upside down if the kids, you know, are, I don't know, your wife or husband or uncle or grandparents, whoever's in the Skylanders. If you wanted to do this, if you got, you know, decently tall grass or a flower bed or something, you'd actually stick poor Power Punch Pet Vac upside down. People would only see this kind of like pastel blue color, and then when they pick it up, and they're like, wonder what candy's inside. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a Skylander. This is the best Easter rabbit we've ever had. So you can go that route. I guess you could also kind of do that, and then of course someone finds it. It's not really seating, you know, but it would pop out. If I invert that, let's see, I've just punched that out. I'm going to see if that gains clearance over his head. It does not. So that's what it looks like, though. And so, of course, we'll pop this out. Now, what you couldn't do last year was Springtime Trigger Happy. I guess you could if you had a large enough egg, but the traditionally sized eggs, which are, you know, I assume everyone knows what I'm talking about, you could not fit Springtime Trigger Happy, and this guy is like really not wanting to come out. Okay, so we got a Frisbee out of it, but here he is. He is probably super happy that we have freed him from that. It had a very tight grip on his cloud, and he's free to float away now. But in all seriousness, I think that this guy would fit, probably Eggsellent Weeruptor too, in a standard size Easter eggs, you know, the ones about like, I don't know, yay big in hand diagram land or something. It's hard to size, but you know what I'm talking about. I know for a fact, like the larger eggs, this would for sure fit in there, as would Eggsellent Weeruptor and the Easter Bunny Trap. So that said, since he's in hand, let's just go ahead and take a look at Power Punch Pet Vac. Again, I wish I had Pet Vac here. I'm holding out for the double pack with him and Breeze. Of course, that's the miniature version of Portal Wind. You can get Pet Vac with Full Blast Jet-Vac. I just haven't done it because I want to go the other route and get the two minis. So let's see if they're actually showcased here. No, that's just fire elements, and the tech is going to just be tech elements. So anyway, we'll just have to wing this one here. He looks complimentary to Batspin, actually. Obviously, I do have handy. I meant to grab Full Blast Jet-Vac. I forgot, I was too excited. But here's the original Jet-Vac, your starter pack from Skylanders Giants. Series 1 and 2, he was designed like this, and of course he had like the twin barrel and everything, a little bit more black to him. Series 3, Full Blast Jet-Vac. he's red and black. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't mind it. Of course, this was like one of the best aesthetically appealing Skylanders in my opinion. But the red and black, it's a nice change of pace, kind of keeps things fresh, if you will. And that is what Power Punch Pet Vac is following suit in. So, his slogan will be Hawk and Awe. Power Punch Pet Vac was the greatest, most daring flying ace in all of Little Windham. I am creating this myself. It's based pretty much on the original, with my own little flair here. He was given his magical little wings when he was young, as was their tradition for all little Sky Barons. But when his homeland was raided, he chose to sacrifice his miniature wings so a young mother could fly her children to safety. Let's change that to he decided to donate his wings to some of his miniature pals who decided that they could fly to safety, or something along those lines. This act of nobility caught the attention of Mini-Master Eon, who sought out the young Sky Baron and presented him with a gift, a powerful miniature vacuum device that would allow him to soar through the skies once again. Power Punch Pet Vac accepted the gift from Mini Eon with gratitude, and now daringly fights evil alongside Full Blast Jet-Vac and the other Skylanders. Was that perfect? No, but was it more than most people do? Absolutely. So, no need to thank me. But I honestly, I don't script these things. I just wing them. That's kind of a good one here for a eagle, but I wing them literally. So Power Punch Pet Vac, he looks pretty good. His stats are slightly lower than Full Blast Jet-Vac. Max health 240, which I believe is actually the same. Speed 70, armor 12, that takes a hit. That's to be expected given the, pint-sized stature. Critical hit 20 is a bit lower, and elemental power 25. So, you've kind of seen him here. There's really not much I can say about him. He's a miniature Pet Vac. He's got those kind of like adorable little eyes people seem to like. Nice accents here with kind of like the metallic crimson color. Contrasts very nicely with the black, just like with Full Blast Jet-Vac. Doesn't have, the suction gun or the blaster pack or anything, but I know he's got them because that's actually what he has. He has the same upgrades, of course. So that's it. This is Power Punch Pet Vac. He will be available tomorrow at Toys R Us. I don't know at Best Buy, but I've seen 3/22 release date for Blackout. That would be Sunday. You can try your luck there. I would imagine if they had Blackout, they'd have the other stuff. I don't know. And then 3/27 at GameStop. And of course, you could show up at any retailer at any time. You never know. Walmart and Target fall into the mix as well. So that said, this is Power Punch Pet Vac. He's pretty cool. I will get him introduced after all the other characters. And I would like to hold out on upgrading him. You know what? I guess I've already done Full Blast, though. I don't know, I'll figure something out. We'll get him upgraded fairly soon, so be on the lookout for that. But as Power Punch Pet Vac would say, drink the Kool-Aid. Now, he'd actually say Hawk and Awe, but it would be in a little cute voice. So, that said, he kind of reminds me of like a little Pet Vac that maybe fell in like some, Kool-Aid or fruit punch or something. So, that said, we will see how he goes in game. As always, thanks so much for watching. My personal site, oneofwisdom.com. You can check out tons of Skylanders information there. Similarly, there's so much information I had to create another site, Skylander Club Forum. You can find it at skylanderclub.com. Sign up on the forum if you like what you see. We would love to have you join us. You can follow me on Twitch, where I live stream Skylanders Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, these guys are dropping tomorrow at Toys R Us, very shortly after at other retailers, and obviously they are perfect for Easter, spring, just gifts in general, or of course adding to your display and or collection. So be on the lookout for Power Punch Pet Vac, and for him and myself, we will catch you later.